Hey, paranormal investigators of Northern Minnesota fans. This is David, the lead investigator for the Paranormal Investigators of Northern Minnesota. I would just like to let everybody know thank you for coming in tonight. We have a special guest with us. All right, sorry about that, guys. I have my headphones in now. We're going to bring in Sue and Nick from Short Bus Paranormal.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, folks.
Hi, how are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Sorry, I'm getting a little feedback on my end.
Yep.
So, for tonight, we're going to start off by introducing you guys yourself a little bit. We're with the Ghost Stories with Fans tonight. We have a total different separate show tomorrow night with Greg Bakken from Minnesota Ghost Box and Minnesota Ghost Box Radio. So tonight we would just like to start off with you guys, who you are, what you guys do, and just tell a little bit of our fans what you guys do.
We are the founders of Short Bus Paranormal. We are out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. We have 10 members on our team. We started
about 8 years ago.
We've gone as far as
Kentucky
to Waverly Hills Sanitarium. We were supposed to go to Hinsdale House this year, but COVID kind of screwed that thing up for us. We usually investigate from about April to November. Go.
Mainly because so many of these locations, no power. So some of these locations get pretty damp and cold. So you just kind of have to pick and choose once you get after a certain part of the season. But our whole mission on this is to try and find answers of what is on the other side of the veil. What is out there? Is there life after? What's it like out there? What stories do the spirits have that are here with us? Why are they still here? Why did they stay? That's kind of what we go and try and find out.
We're looking for the story that every spirit will tell.
Oh, yes. And it sounds like you guys actually been doing it for a very long time, so you guys know exactly what to look for. And, you know, you guys just seem like you're very, very well tuned into it.
Every investigation is a new learning experience for us. No one investigation is ever the same.
Yep. And I guess I'm going to have a little technical difficulties tonight with the little spirits that roam in my basement.
I am not surprised.
I guess the whole live behind us went completely black, but we'll get it back and going again.
Can still see your face, though, so we're okay.
That's good, at least, because normally I have a whole different setup, a different backdrop, but now I'm using a projector tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny how when a person does that kind of stuff, the interaction with the spirits can mess around with this stuff a lot when you're trying to do this kind of stuff. It's amazing how that happens.
Yeah. There you are.
Exactly. Yeah, there we go. All right. So,
Amazon.
To get this going, we have 6 viewers with us tonight.
Hi, everybody.
Says, hey, Sue and Nick. Miss you guys.
Yeah, Amanda.
Thanks, honey. We'll be back at it soon. Next weekend, actually, we'll be back out.
Yes, I can't wait for that. We're really excited to watch you guys go live again.
If you haven't been to Big Mansion yet, this is a good one to watch. This will be a good one to watch.
Is this the one that you guys wanted us to come in and watch with you guys?
I believe so. Yeah. Because it's Beatty this weekend, and then we go to Edinburgh Manor, and then we go to Mineral Springs. So we've got 3 big ones coming up.
Nice.
Yes. 2 of them are actually 2-night investigations.
Oh wow. Okay, so you guys are going to be really busy.
Yeah. The rest of October and the beginning of November is going to be pretty busy for us. So
we're ready.
Well, that's always a good sign.
We're
trying to get busy.
It happens.
But
it took us a long time.
With everything going on.
Yeah.
I was
It's
just saying,
tough.
with everything going on with COVID and stuff, it's really hard to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It really is. We've had to cancel several.
I was going to say, but on the plus side, we get to go to the Calumet, so that's nice. And
nice. That'll be good. That'll be really good.
Oh, yeah. So when you guys went to, what was it?
Malvern?
What location was? Nope, there was another one. There was a couple before the Malvern that you guys went to that you guys had a lot of really big turnout with a lot of people showing up.
Rough?
Could have been Rough or the
Rough House, maybe. Talk to him. I'm going to go look
Could
at
be
my
that
camera.
we've got an undisclosed location that we have access to.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of followers to it. That's got some pretty crazy activity in it.
Edinburgh,
that's
Melbourne,
really nice to have. Edinburgh is a good one.
Rough House, Stephenson Building, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Klondike, Edinburgh, Melbourne. Those are the most recent ones.
I would guess it either would have had to been Stephenson or that undisclosed location that we were at. So because the place that we've gone there's some interesting spirits and ghosts there that hang around that we keep learning, and we've learned by going back into these locations. The ghosts, the spirits, they all get to know you so much better and really interact with you a lot better.
That's very true. Like, if you keep going to a place over and over and over, you get very comfortable.
Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Mike.
And hi, Mike. Oh, I guess we said that at the same time.
Mike is actually our Minnesota team member.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you for tuning in tonight, Mike. Thank you so much. Same with you, Amanda. So, has there been ever a place that you guys ever almost, like, let's just say, almost didn't want to investigate because it was that kind of intense?
Yeah.
Well, for her, but
the one that we can't go to anymore.
Stagecoach
Inn.
Yeah, but
that one was one.
It's no, I myself personally have not found that location that I would not go back into. There are a couple that I may go back into with a little hesitation and be a lot more prepared, but I have not come across one yet myself that I wouldn't go back into.
Where we would say no, never going back there. No, we haven't found that one particular place yet.
Oh, okay. So you guys haven't experienced that one particular moment yet. Well, that's at least a good sign.
I mean, we've experienced some stuff that's unbelievable. I mean, some pretty dark, nasty stuff, but not to the point that would actually want us to stay away from there.
No.
I mean, at that point, it almost makes us want to go back to find out why these spirits are so upset. What's the history behind what's going on there? Why is there such dark energy in such a location?
Why are they so mad? That's
exactly.
Why are they so mad?
Exactly. It's like, is there other teams that go to these locations and just purposely anger these spirits and make them angry?
Yep.
I believe there are, and we absolutely there in our team. There's absolutely no taunting because it always seems we don't believe in it, and there's so many times where we know that there's been teams prior to us that have gone in there and taunt. And then we go in and we get the repercussions of what the spirit is upset about.
Yeah, so then we need to try to calm them down, let them know that we're only there out of respect, that we know that we are in their home and we want to respect that. And we just want to talk to them and find out what their story is. You know, how was life? How are they? You know, type of thing. To let them know we're their friends.
So you guys are very, yes. So you guys are very polite and very courteous to these entities that nobody can, see with the naked eye usually.
Exactly.
You know, the way that we look at it is we are in their home. And
exactly,
we would not want a stranger coming into our home and getting in our face and being obnoxious and rude and belligerent. And we don't feel that that's how it should be going into their home. You go into their home with respect and polite and as a friend, not as someone who's almost a bully. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Like some of these places that we've been to, we could feel the intensity that other paranormal investigators probably have left from the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. There's been times where I've had to put my foot down, be assertive with the spirits when they started to get too aggressive.
Yeah.
Or when they've attacked Sue or other team members, where I just take it upon myself as a team leader to go in there and try and put my foot down and say, enough of this. We're here with respect. We don't mean to hurt you. So why are you doing this to us? I don't get over aggressive, but I just try to put my foot down and try and draw the line. No, we can't do this. That's not why we're here.
You know, and if we go into a place where we feel they're amped up, they're ramped up, they're angry about something, we want to try to bring them a sense of peace, some calmness, try to bring them back down from that anger level, to where they will feel like they will communicate with us without being abusive or obnoxious. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. So you go in there more calm and collective instead of like, I want to just get evidence just to kind of to get a reaction or something, you know.
If they don't want to talk, they don't want to talk, and you know what? That's their right, and we respect that. But if they want to communicate with us, that's awesome. Let's talk. Let's have interaction. You know, it's up to them. It's their call. You know, this is their home. It's their call. Mm-hmm. So we leave it up to them.
It's exactly like what we experienced at Edinburgh Manor. It was more not very talkative, but more physical. Like you can actually hear things. You can actually feel things come up out of the back of behind you.
Exactly. It's like, hey, we're here.
They're not very.
Don't have a whole lot to say right now. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's more like we don't want to really talk. We just really want to just show our presence that we are still here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kind of a, hey, how you doing? But I don't have anything to say. And that's okay.
You know, that's exactly how I feel. Like sometimes when we go to these places, sometimes you get something, but sometimes you don't get anything at all.
Yeah. And we've learned as a team that I'm the one on the team that always tries to keep whatever evidence we have, whatever we get, if it's a noise, it's a sound, it's always a privilege to get anything. Yeah. Where some of the members, sometimes I have to rear them back in and go, listen, we've had more interaction, but we still had interaction. So any interaction you get is a privilege.
It's a gift.
You've got to remember that when you're out there.
Yeah, it's actually a gift. It's a gift that they want to share with you.
That's actually it is. It's, they had the right to not show anything.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's all whatever
it's
they're
pretty much you're stepping in their world.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
And like anything else, like anybody else, if you go in there and they're having a bad day, they may take it out on you. They may not. It just all depends how the spirits feel that day.
Yeah.
To me, that's the way, just the way they are.
Yeah.
Has there been ever a time that you guys ever captured a EVP on a voice recorder that was like an A plus EVP?
Oh, countless amount of EVPs that I would consider A's. Just amazing.
Our very first EVP that we caught that was amazing was Susie at Edinburgh Manor. We were walking in the hallway and we said, Susie, are you here? And on the recorder we got here. Or no, can you say hi?
Yeah.
We said, Susie, can you say hi? And she said, hi. And then I said, Susie, where are you? And she said, here, which was amazing. And then at Granger House, we had just turned on the voice recorder and we got a very clear get out from a man. And we believe it was Mr. Granger. And my response was, oh, how rude. We just got here, and the rest of the night was very good, but we've had some very incredible EVPs.
Calling us out by name.
A lot.
Asking for different team members that are not there at that moment.
Yeah.
Asking for them if they were around, and we'd have to explain to the spirit that they're not with us this evening. But we've had some really, really good EVPs out there.
Yeah.
That's great to hear, actually, that there's not many teams out there that get, Class A EVPs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've been very lucky.
It's a special.
It is.
Again, it's a gift.
No,
it's a gift that they're giving to us.
And I think a lot of that has to do with some of these locations that we go back to multiple times. It's coming home.
Yeah.
They know us, we know them, because the first thing we do is we walk in. Hi, how you doing? It's so good to be back. I hope you remember us, that kind of stuff. So it's like coming home and saying hi to the people.
And if it's a new place that we go in, as soon as we go in there, we introduce ourselves. Because, our parents always told us don't talk to strangers.
Yep.
And so we are going into their home. So we introduce ourselves so they know us by name. And then hopefully they won't see us as strangers and they'll feel more inclined to talk to us.
Exactly. And that's more the polite way to do it.
Yeah.
And I think the more we've gone back to these places, the more disembodied voices replying back the same way, where we'll hear the voices, disembodied voices responding verbally to us that we can audibly hear, which is absolutely mind-blowing when that happens.
Yeah.
When you ask if someone's here, I had one at Edinburgh last year that we were there on Friday night. I walked in on Saturday morning. I walked in. I was the first one in. I was setting up some of the equipment, and I says, "Good morning, Edinburgh Manor. Susie, are you here with me this morning?" And as clear as I'm talking, this sweet little girl's voice says, "I'm here." And it just blows me away when that happens. Nobody else in the building, but Susie was there to greet me in the morning. That kind of stuff is amazing when that happens.
Yeah.
See, now that's actually really nice to have when
it is.
You were first in the door, have something happen like that to you. So the place that you guys are going to this weekend, correct? Am I correct? This weekend?
Yeah, next weekend.
Yep.
Oh, next weekend?
Next weekend. Yeah, it's next weekend.
Next weekend.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So tell our viewers a little bit about this place. What happens here?
Nothing.
Beatty Mansion was he was the governor of the area, St. Louis, or no, St. Joseph, for many years. Him and his wife lived in this mansion. She could not have kids. Her sister and brother-in-law died in a tragic accident. They adopted their 2 children. Mrs. realized that she loved helping others, so they built a wing that looked exactly like their mansion on the outside, with a breezeway that connected the 2 buildings. And she brought in transients and people who had nowhere to call home, orphans, things like that, to care for them. And they were beloved throughout their entire community. And there were, unfortunately, some deaths that did happen in this mansion. There were soldiers that at one point lived in this mansion, and there's just a whole lot of activity in there. The children's room upstairs in the second wing.
Hi, Jody.
Hi, Jody. We actually had Skittles on the bed. The next morning we went up there, the Skittles were rearranged, which was amazing. We've had M&M candies in the wrapper, an open wrapper, that were rearranged. And I thought these guys did it. They thought I did it. And I'm like, yeah, no. I have actually talked to a young girl. Her name is Kat. It's actually Catherine, but she goes by Kat. Her favorite color is yellow. I had a lot of communication with her with the Paranormal Music Box. He actually saw a gentleman at the bar in the kitchen area. So there's just so much activity in there, and it's really, really cool.
That was a cool place. To see that gentleman standing behind the bar. Really, I'm sitting there. We all decided to pick a different area in this building. I went into the kitchen, and it's a very active area in there. And I'm sitting there, and I just happened to look over to my right, and there was an absolutely perfect dark shadow figure of a gentleman standing there. Mm-hmm. It was pretty interesting. And I've also, in that same hallway, I watched two children's spirits run up and down the hall, run down to the end of the hall, and run back and disappear about halfway back to me, which was absolutely one of my highlights of since I've been doing this, was to watch that.
And it was probably the second time we were there. We were sleeping upstairs, and two of our teammates were sleeping in the room right below us. They literally heard a man and a woman talking, like at 3:30 in the morning, asked us if it was us, and we're like, no. And we believe it was Mr. and Mrs. Beatty walking the hallways up there having a conversation, is what they heard. It wasn't us. So it's been really cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. There was one night, it was July, hot, no air conditioning, but I was frozen solid the entire night. And I really believe that was the night that Kat probably crawled in bed with me and slept with me that night. And for that reason, I could not warm up. It was that cold all night long for me.
But it's an amazing.
But it was cool at the same time.
It's an amazing location because Nick Groff and Katrina Weidman had been there. They were there a couple of years ago, and their show, they did a show from there.
Yeah,
they got some pretty interesting stuff that night too.
Got some interesting things going on in that basement too. And so, yeah.
Now I would like to take a look at this place.
You got to watch because there's some interesting stuff. I want your opinion once we get in the basement of this place, because the upper levels are the spirits,
the more family oriented.
You get into the basement, there's some darker energies that hang out down there that I'd be interested to see.
Oh boy,
once we go down there.
Yeah.
Oh,
we know some things that occurred in that basement, but we're just not going to say.
Actually, there's a name there's a name that I've communicated with quite a bit down there, David, that I'm going to be interested if you pick it up, because he's talked to me quite a bit down there. So I'm interested to see what you can pick up on this guy.
Yeah.
That would be definitely something I would be interested in doing. I'm actually, I would like to learn a little bit more about my my gift.
Yeah, this would be a good one because we know quite a bit on this gentleman. He's interacted with myself and my other a couple other teammates quite a bit. So we've learned quite a bit about him. So if you can, watch and see and pick up some stuff,
we'll know on that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be curious.
Yep.
I'll definitely be there. I mean, I won't be, physically there, but
and the kids
I'll
love
be on the other end.
Yeah, we know what you. Yeah, exactly.
The children love that music box, so that'll probably be played quite a bit that night.
That would be nice. And not to interrupt, but guys, like Jade said, Please share this video. We want to see how many viewers we can get tonight.
Let me see. Here we go.
Sue's got to go share it out there.
I got to go share.
I was gonna say I was gonna do the same thing. Right now we're at a total of 7 viewers right now. So if any of you fans have any questions for Short Bus Paranormal founders here, comment it below and I'll bring it up on the screen.
Oh.
There is no question that we won't answer.
Or at least try to.
Well, okay. Almost no question. we gotta put that gray area in there somewhere. Just in case.
In the little fine print.
Exactly.
Yeah, fine print.
Yeah. I'm trying.
So if any of you viewers right now have any questions, this is the time that we would like to bring everybody out and have some questions from our fans with our guest tonight.
Yep. Don't have to be shy. There is no dumb question. I mean, that's the only way you learn is to ask questions. When we first started, we felt like we shouldn't ask questions because we thought people would look at us like, "What's wrong with you?" But no, you just got to ask questions. And this, the great thing about the paranormal community is it's normally a really close knit group that's more than willing to help and answer questions for anybody, what I really like about it.
I'm sharing.
Thank you, Amanda. We really greatly appreciate that.
Amanda.
Thanks, Amanda.
We're at 11 viewers as of right now. 11 viewers. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. We have our special guest from Short Bus Paranormal, Nick and Sue.
Hi.
So like we were just talking about, if any of you fans have any questions, don't
Please ask.
Be scared to ask questions.
Nope. It's just like when we do our lives, we absolutely love when the fans interact. And when we first got to meet you and you came on, it was amazing how the help that you gave us and what we learned just through having you come along. It's amazing when that happens.
I always said I love the power of, Facebook.
Yes.
I don't know who this is. You got to give permission to Facebook for StreamYard, but I don't know who this is, but Brian, I guess.
Brian!
I was just informed it was Brian.
It's Ghost Bait.
Yeah, that's our Ghost Bait on the team, apparently.
Hey, you gotta always have one of those.
Yep, and he does it with a big smile every time. We always joke around about that.
I always love being the guinea pig, as you call it.
Yeah, Brian's got a big heart. Anything we'd need him to do, he would do it. But I always say there's nothing in this team that I would not do myself before I'd have a team member do it. It's always, I'm not going to put somebody else in a situation that I myself would not do. It's just not right. I couldn't do that to anybody.
I guess Brian says, "Yep, can't wait to get into the basement."
Yep,
Yeah, these two guys.
Yeah, we had some crazy activity down there. I mean, you could feel the energies swirling around Brian and I that time. It was one of those where the coolest parts were standing down in the basement, and I asked the spirits, "Could you let us know you're here?" And over the obulus, it came to you and said, "Just wait." Shortly after that, you could hear how you drag your feet on a cement floor with the sand and you get that scruffy sound like somebody was kicking. Yep. That happened. Just after that, the ovulus came through and said, "Just did." I mean, that was amazing how that all led into each other down there.
Yeah.
See, now that I would love to be,
that basement's no joke.
I would fit really well. I would fit really well with you guys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I'm upstairs with the kids. That's kind of my thing, is being with the kids.
See, you and Susie would get along too because she's really into the kids.
Yeah. Sue and we go on an investigation. The kids attract to her, and being the empath side, they really feed on her energy. So she gets worn out
pretty quick,
relatively early, but she's really good at picking up on children and their energies in a location.
That and those that have had a hard passing. The ones that have had hard passings, I pick up on them really too. Like there's one that died from hanging, and I know she's there, and I have a lot of difficulty with her, only because it brings me to tears every time I'm there. But yeah.
Mama Sue, exactly.
I would say that. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah, my babies.
It's a mother's instinct when there's kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Never had them, but I think they're all around me.
I had a similar occurrence like that where I was at one location and they said father. And I'm like, yes, I am a father. I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
So it's like when you're a parent, I guess they know you're a parent. They can tell.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. And I don't think enough people give the spiritual side of this enough credit. I really don't. I mean, just because you can't see them, they're basically still
there.
What they were before. You know, they may be confused.
Exactly.
They may be upset, but they are still pretty much what they were in the physical form, what I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, it's sad sometimes you come across the ones that don't even know that they're passed on yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They still think they're alive.
That's the hardest, because they don't know and they don't understand. And that's when it's really difficult.
Really rough to go through.
Yeah.
And we've come across, pairs like husband, wife, brother, sister, that thing where one of them is ready to cross and the other one isn't. So the other one won't cross over till the other one's ready to go. And there's just nothing
you can do
in that situation. And so you can try your best to try to convince the other one, but sometimes they do not want to cross for some reason. And that's what keeps them there a lot of times.
Yeah. That's difficult.
It looks like Brian, he might have some troubles sharing or won't invite anyone to this.
Huh. Well, appreciate you trying at least, Brian.
Aww.
Appreciate the effort.
Yep.
We were at a total of 11 viewers tonight so far.
Nice. Yeah. Brian and his wife Amy are a huge part of the team. They're the other part of the core 4.
They're the core 4, yeah.
So really appreciate them being such a big part of the team.
Yes.
Yep. They're you're like the main conductor part of the team, and then they're like the caboose.
Yeah. They carry a lot of the weight of the team.
Without that.
Exactly. I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been with us through a lot of these crazy situations, so they know exactly what we're talking about.
Trying to get Amy on, won't let me invite her.
Huh.
That's odd.
Yeah, that is kind of strange how it.
Let me look, honey.
How it's not allowing that. Choo choo.
Nice.
No, it's beep beep for the bus.
Yeah, you gotta have that beep beep.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta be the beep beep. Working on it.
No, you're fine. So as you all well know that we did change our logo. I don't know if you guys saw that. We do have a new logo design. Finally.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's a great job.
It was. I was very impressed, and that's why I was doing the limited shirts, like the limited edition shirts.
Yep.
Which, speaking of, I still have 50. I have 50 shirts still, getting ready to be sold. So if anybody wants one, put it in the comments, and we can connect at the end of the show.
So did you
See if
come
we
up
can
with
get
that
this
logo, David, or-
working. The original one?
Yeah.
Yes. I
Very
actually
nice.
designed it.
It's got that Minnesota vibe to it.
But then it did, but then I realized it was too animated. I had to do something that's not so animated.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wanted something more that fit in the paranormal basis.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And northern Minnesota, it's all woods. So what's best about having a cabin in the middle of a foggy woods?
Exactly, it is kind of that creep factor, kind of like Jason Voorhees at the camp.
Yep.
Now, are you up around the Duluth area or between Minneapolis and Duluth, or where are you?
I'm actually, yes, between Minneapolis and Duluth. I'm actually right central Minnesota area. I don't know if you guys heard of Cambridge.
Yeah. No. Mm-hmm.
I'm actually maybe 20 minutes away from there.
Buzz.
He's fine.
Okay.
Well, that's not too bad.
No. Mm-hmm. It's in driving distance.
No, it's. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the driving distance for the Calumet.
Yeah,
that'll be cool.
That'll be really cool. Now, where is that
at? Pipestone, Minnesota.
Okay.
And yes, Mike, I will message you. Please message me before the end of the show, and then I'll connect with you after the show.
Attaboy, buddy. Hi, Madeline.
Hi, Madeline. Thanks for joining.
Cute little picture. Anybody got any questions for us? We're open book. Actually, we have a book.
Yeah, we do.
I'm just saying.
I always wanted to get into in a book, but I'm not much of a writer.
Oh, we're lucky. We're really good friends with Chuck Banks, and he's written some incredible books over his career. Mm-hmm. So he got us in, and we co-wrote a book last year. So it's his stories
plus reviews.
The reviews, so it's kind of the Short Buzz Diaries. So it kind of goes over all of 2019's investigations.
And
wow. So there's going to be a lot of. I was going to say, do you have one right now? A book to show the viewers what it looks like?
Yep, hang on one second. Let me go grab one. Yep.
Yeah, we still have some in the back room. In stock.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll do another one this year.
Mike says he's a couple hours from Pipestone.
Nice. Good. Yeah, Mike is in Albert Lee. That's where he's at.
Oh, that's. So it's almost right next to the border of Minnesota and Iowa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's we met Mike at Farrar's schoolhouse a few years ago and hit it off just boom right away. And then we ended up asking him if he wanted to be on the team, and he said yes, and we were thrilled. And so now he is part of our team. Okay, so here it is.
Nice.
The Midwest Paranormal Road Trip, the Short Bus Diaries. So
nice.
Yeah, between Chuck and us, we did, and Ella, obviously. So yeah, there's just different things going on in there.
Yeah, so if anybody's interested, you can contact David, let him know, and then we can get in contact with you through him. Mm-hmm. So we have some copies here left. So
yeah, we do. I'm trying to find.
Yeah,
but it's kind of interesting.
If you're a reader.
It's a quick, easy read.
Yeah, not a lot of big words, but it's kind of fun to see some of our own investigations on paper.
Yeah, and you have to forgive the typos and the grammar and some of that because we're not professional writers.
But to us, it's just like our investigations. We
tell it as we know it.
Yeah, there's nothing staged. Everything that's happens is in the book and everything. So it's interesting.
Yeah. So here, I don't know if you can see that.
I was gonna say
here.
Oh, yep.
See the shadow man in that one?
Oh my God! It's right in front of the window, ain't it?
That's in the doorway up at the top. Yeah.
That's one place we investigated.
Okay, I thought it was the window.
No, that's cool. That is one of my probably top 3 or 4 photos that I've taken since we've been doing this.
And then this one, let me see. Wrong way.
I'm going to. Easy.
I gotta find there we go. That there? Where is it? There it is. That's actually at Edinburgh.
Oh. I missed it.
Oh,
I missed it.
Dandy. Yeah, that one's a dandy. I gotta get myself
one of those books.
Well, we can hook you up, man. We know the authors.
We know the authors. We can hook you up. Yeah.
Definitely, because those. It's always good to read a good ghost story with before bedtime.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've got 1 or 2.
Like I said, our friend on there that helped us co-write us, that Chuck Banks. He's an amazing author. He's got a lot of books out there. He's and you can check him out. You can go to Amazon and bring up his books on there. But he's very good. He's an incredible medium, and he's helped us and saved our butts many times when we've been on investigations.
Yeah.
But he's got some great books out there if you're interested in checking up on that kind of stuff.
He's been doing this. Oh my gosh, how many years?
Long time.
Several years. We were fortunate enough to get him to join up with us. Literally.
See, now that's always nice to have little extra connections while you're in a paranormal field.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Like I said, and now with you, I mean, we've met some incredible, different variations of the mediums and pagan priests, shamans. We've got some incredible people that if stuff goes sideways, we've got some incredible people that we can call and help if needed. And we've had to do that before. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a good way to, have your spiritual arsenal, as you may say.
It is.
Absolutely.
It really is.
Yes.
Because there's been times where I don't know what we wouldn't have done, because we've gone all the way from 3 or 4 different mediums that we needed help before we, somebody was busy. So it was always good to start here and go down the line that can help us out under different situations. So that's been very helpful to have them.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have that connection with other people from, the same field, but they maybe do something different. And like James says,
because different people have different abilities.
Just comment.
Right.
Yep, exactly.
And for me, it gives me that little extra bit of confidence knowing that they've got our backs. If stuff goes wrong, they're just somebody's a phone call away.
Yeah.
And kind of the cool part is now we've got mediums from Australia to Ireland. So we're kind of set for time zone wise, no matter what time it is here, we can pretty much find somebody awake to help us out. So we're very lucky in that aspect.
Yeah. Very.
That's exactly what we're trying to do too. We're trying to get ourselves out there to have more connects because, our Afterlife Hour radio talk show is, it's picking up. We're all booked out all the way till December now.
Nice.
Wow.
And now we're looking for January, but Fridays, if anybody has some ghost stories that they would like to talk about, wants to be a guest on our, this show on Friday nights, just
we need to chat.
Message us.
You don't have any ghost stories.
I really don't know.
No.
I like you guys.
Around the campfire, have a little bit of ghost stories.
Well, I had where I grew up in my small town, I was really good friends well, my best friend growing up lived in a very, very active house. I mean, that's the first time when I started getting interested in the paranormal. I saw my first shadow figure in the house. Water would turn on and off, doors would open and close, footsteps throughout the house. But I don't even know if I ever told Sue this part of it, that he had an older sister, and she was living in another town a little ways away. And one night she called her mom because her and her boyfriend had a big fight and they just wanted to talk. So her and her mom talked a little bit, and finally they says, okay, we'll talk tomorrow. But her daughter says, well, don't be surprised if he shows up at the house just to talk to you himself, that he just needs to talk to somebody. So my friend's mom had gone to bed. She had just about fallen asleep, a couple hours later, and all of a sudden this pounding on the door, boom, 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 boom. And this voice saying, open the door, help me, I need help, let me in, help me, I need help. And she's laying there for a second, and it happened again, and she's going, well, I got to get up and look because this is my daughter's boyfriend wants to come in and talk. So she gets up, goes to the door, opens up the door. He's not there. No car, nothing. She's going, but he was just here. I heard his voice. So she goes back in. She's sitting there. The telephone rings. I know this is going to sound like a movie or whatever, but it happened. The phone rings. It's her daughter. She's in tears. She had just found out that her boyfriend was killed in a car accident 2 hours prior to that. But his spirit had contacted back to the house. It sounds like a weird movie thing. That's my most incredible ghost story. I know it happened. I'm very close with the family. I have no reason to doubt it. But yeah, she called up to tell her mom. She was so shook up because they had parted on such bad words.
Yeah.
And she just needed us to talk. And she told her mom that he had been killed in a car accident 2 hours prior to him showing up spiritually at the house asking for help. So that one kind of
I
shook
love
me.
how that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a miracle.
It is. And and to hear the whole story and to talk to the different ones involved in it just really gave me an amazing feeling that the time between him passing away and still continuing his mission to the house to ask for help absolutely blows me away, that the spirit continued on looking for help.
It is, because you don't get it very often that a spirit asks you for help.
No.
It's not very common. It's not very likely to happen unless you're very susceptible.
Mm-hmm. We've had more
And they say
situations
usually
where
if you're
go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, sometimes we have those experiences that nobody else does, because sometimes you got to be a believer in order for things to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You've got to have yourself open. That's really,
Yep.
Yeah, it was, Amanda. It was an amazing, and that story just sticks in my mind all the time. And the interesting part is, once they moved out of that house, it's gone through, God, 3 or 4 owners. Nobody stays in that house very long. Yeah. And I've always wanted to be able to go in there and check it out. When we were up in my hometown last time, there was actually a for sale sign. I'm going, what if we called the realtor if we could go in and check this house out? But we never did.
Show up with all our gear, going, hey.
No, I think just a walk through. Look at this. That'd be another one where somebody like you with your abilities just to walk in, even through Facebook, and see what you could probably see would be amazing.
See, that's what I kind of wanted to start doing with my shows, radio shows, is, start bringing out the equipment and then, kind of talk to other fans and see if we can connect with their loved ones that passed away before, in the past.
Mm-hmm. And and some,
that would be
some are ready. Some are ready for it. Sue's been ready for it for a while, off and on. Both of my folks have been gone for some time. I'm getting closer to that point where I'd like to interact. I don't know if I'm quite there yet, but it'll happen. And I have interacted with him. A good friend of ours, we were at a thing and we got to ask, well, what do you say?
I know. It's a thing.
We were
at a thing.
Well, what do you call it?
I don't know. It's a thing. It's a thing.
The thing at Klondike.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay. We were there and everybody got to ask a question. Everybody got to ask a question, and my question was asking my dad, if he was proud of me and if I turned out to what he had hoped. And the answer that I got was so my dad. It absolutely blew me away. My dad had a certain way of saying different things, and what came through the medium at that just absolutely, I broke into tears. It was absolutely amazing. Yeah, so and like I said, Sue's had more interaction with her dad, as you would know. So I'm getting apt more to that. I think it just takes some people longer.
I mean, I was with my dad in his final hours, and I was even the one who told him it was okay for him to go home. And he passed that afternoon with me and my mom and the family by his side. And Dad he's always around. Every now and then he'll drop me a feather just to say hi. Today he kept turning off my radio in the bathroom, and I finally told him to knock it off. I was trying to sing in the shower. So he left my radio alone.
That's because you can't sing as good as he did.
but he's always around. He's always here. I really believe when derecho hit, it was combination of his mom, his dad, and my dad kind of protected our whole home. So it was a joint effort, but it worked out well. So it was all good. But yeah, he's always here.
Well, that's always good. I was actually just talking about. So we just recently got some new equipment from Ghost Stop. It's a S-Box, EMF, and some laser grids.
Nice.
Well, once we got the equipment, I just realized it was on my dad's birthday, and my dad passed in 2013.
Oh wow!
And
thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
But then I did get in contact with him, and I heard his voice, and I instantly busted into tears.
Uh-huh.
It was right on his birthday that he contacted me.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, when Dad comes to me in my dreams, he shows up.
See, I haven't had a dream for a while. I don't know what's going on.
He probably doesn't feel that you need him there in your dreams.
Oh, in person, I can feel him when he's here.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, he'll pop in. You'll know it.
And I think that's like with me, because like I said, I'm not to that point yet, but I know Mom and Dad are here. They're watching over me.
Yeah, all the Cardinals outside. Hello. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm going to leave these last 5 minutes for if you guys have anything you want to advertise that you guys have big coming up. I'm going to talk about a couple things that we have coming up after you guys. So I'm going to let you guys take off from there.
Next weekend, Beatty Mansion for 2 nights. Jump on, join us when we go live, which we do a lot. The week after that, we're going to be at Edinburgh Manor for 2 nights. Again,
we're on here.
Oh, we're on here. Yes.
We're back with you.
Yes. And then the week after that, we're on Edinburgh.
Yes.
We're at Edinburgh for 2 nights. And then 2 weeks after that, we're down at Mineral Springs for a night. And then that's pretty much it for the year, unless we go somewhere that is haunted and heated, because in Iowa, that is a key factor.
As you would know in northern Minnesota. So
next year, because COVID kind of baffled some things up for us this year. Next year, we're hoping to get back, or hoping to get out to the Hinsdale House, as well as the Wildwood Sanitarium. So that's on tap for next year.
We're looking at some more new places for next year.
Yep,
You know,
trying to check out some new places for next year. Keeping some of our old favorites, but going to some new. Oh, we do have the undisclosed location that we're going to.
Yeah.
Halloween Eve and Halloween night. We'll be back at an undisclosed location. So that will be a whole lot of fun. Yeah,
so if you're not busy,
those 2 nights.
Check us out on that one. There's some crazy stuff going on in this location.
Yeah, because it's the week after Halloween that we're at Edinburgh Manor.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Halloween weekend, Friday and Saturday, we're at an undisclosed location that's got some crazy stuff going on there.
2 weekends in a row, we've got 2-nighters back to back. So got a lot coming up.
You do have a lot. Wow.
We did.
Maybe some investigation next year we can partner up.
Oh,
with
definitely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, as we start setting up our schedule, we'll definitely let you see what we're up to and
see if we can get
you down here or somewhere
somehow. Yeah. Because that would be awesome.
Especially with one, like whatever one you think would be the best one that you would like to have another team with you on. Pretty much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if we could hopefully get an event put together next year and get you down for that and see if we can't get some folks in to join us for that as well.
That would be awesome. It would be a really cool.
If there's any interest,
So we do have a meet and greet coming up on the 30th and 31st at the Calumet Inn in Pipestone, Minnesota. We'll be down there. There's a lot of activities you don't want to miss out. We will be having another meet and greet next year in Jasper, Minnesota, June 5th and 6th. So we'll be there. So if any other teams that are on here that would like to show up, just let us know. We would love to have Short Class Paranormal next year.
We'll have to check into that.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Always
stay tuned for meeting new people.
Oh, yeah. We love meeting new people.
Because that's where
we got stories we can tell for hours.
Is it April next year when there's the HauntedCon in Omaha?
Yeah, but
there is a HauntedCon in Omaha, Nebraska next April, and sometime in April.
End of April.
Not the last weekend, but the third weekend of April. That we'll be there. I mean, we're not going to have a booth or anything, but you'll see us wandering around. So we'll be there for that.
Nice. Well, that'll be always nice. And then just to let everybody know that did want t-shirts after it, in about 40 minutes, just message us. We'll take care of you right away. It was amazing talking with you guys tonight. We are almost at our hour mark for you guys. It was a great pleasure. I'm glad that we'll be back October 24th.
Yep.
Yes.
October 24th.
And if anybody wants a book, let us know. Yeah. If you want a book, let us know.
Yes, definitely.
You can find us on Short Class Paranormal.
I'll message them.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Or message them and they can hook you up with the book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure. Happy to.
How much are the books?
20.
No, 15.
No, 50. 15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you guys heard it from us. Heard it from them. $15, $19 for our shirts. We will all see you guys back on the 24th.
Yes.
And stay tuned tomorrow night. We will be with Greg Bakken. We have something planned special for you guys tomorrow night. Stay tuned at 8 o'clock. Well, it was nice talking to you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, folks.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Bye.